Hello and welcome to Field Sketch. Today we're going to do a repair on some Monokote or Ultracote, not sure what this is, but this is an older model. It's a SIG, I believe it's a Senorita. It's covered in the yellow Monokote and probably Ultracote, but what we're going to do, it's got a hole in the wing here. See there, it's got a hole. So what I'll try to do is take this red off and then cut this area, seal it down with a heat iron, and then cut a patch to put over it and iron that patch back on. I'll be using the heat iron, the small one to get in small areas, the iron with a sock on it for larger areas, and then sometimes you'll need a heat gun as well. See there where the hole is through the Monokote here. So what I want to try to do first is get it stuck down to these edges right here on the outside, right around the outside of that, where that hole is. It's stuck down around the outside. I don't want it to pull away. Take an X-Acto knife and come into the area to be repaired and trim it away from the wood. Cut in the corners with a slight 45-degree angle there. Small iron. Drag it down on the inside there. Okay. What you have left is a neat, clean area here. And what we'll do is we'll make the patch slightly larger than this area here and have it overlap onto the outside, and we'll iron it down to the top of the Monokote all the way around. Okay, what I'll be using is Ultracote. Checked at the local hobby shop, and Ultracote is what this plane was originally covered in, and this color is supposed to match this color, so we'll see if it's faded. Color looks like it matches pretty well. Overlap, probably about a 1/4 of an inch on each side. Enough to fold under so that that leading edge is not sitting out here for the air to be able to catch up underneath it. So you want to fold it back and iron it onto the bottom side there. So we'll leave enough for that. These corners, we don't want it straight around. Corner, we want just a radius like that. Just kind of make it look neat. Doesn't have to be perfect. Take the backing off. Lay it in place. You want to just kind of tag the corners there, make sure your heat is set right. Doesn't take a lot of heat. You don't want wrinkles. that well there. Pull down a little bit of pressure on there. Kind of want to start in the middle and work your way to the outside because you don't want to iron a wrinkle into it that's not there. Okay. What we'll do is take the heat gun, heat up the middle, and that should shrink it and cause it to tighten up. I've got it on the low heat setting. You always want to start with lower heat and work your way up. See the patch there, how it, see a couple small wrinkles here. I'll try to iron those out in a little bit when this thing cools down, but it's tight right over the top of the wing. What we'll do is we'll come back with some red and then cut a small patch to go over that so that that pattern is the same. I don't know how well you can see that with that light, where it's reflecting off of that. Good color match. An exact match, but it's pretty close. That's what we'll use. And again, you want to just kind of radius your corners, not This is Monokote. You can tell by the backing that's on it. It's a clear backing. As opposed to the white paper backing on the Ultra Coat. Don't know that that's always true. You want to make sure and take the backing off because it won't stick without it. Lines lined up there. Again, go from the middle to the outside so that you don't trap any air underneath and cause unwanted bubbles. And that's it. You can see that that color red has a little more blue in it than the older red, but from a distance and certainly a couple 100 feet in the air, you're not going to be able to tell a difference at all. That came out nicely. This red has a little more blue in it than the other red that was on there. You could if you wanted to just cover that whole thing, but the patch come out nicely. It's good and tight, so it will fly like it's supposed to. Thanks for watching Field Sketch, and that's pretty much all there is to it. Like and subscribe.